Hola, senores and senoritas. Yes, guys. How are we doing? Welcome back to another stream. Has the world gone mad? I mean, the world could be mad anyway, but I think the world's going even more crazy because Manchester City, guys, are in talks to sign a left back, and it looks like this deal is going to get done. We're going to go through all the details. Now, obviously, I don't really know too much about the guy. If you guys do, then obviously let us know in the chat and we'll get your comments on screen. But we're going to go through a scout report. We're going to have a look at the guy's details. City have been tracking him for a long time. However, it finally looks like Manchester City are going to get their man, Valentin Barco, of Argentina. Manchester City have today agreed detail or terms with the player, and Manchester City sort of staff will now travel to Argentina to get this deal sorted. So loads to go through. We'll have a look at the player. He's very, very promising. There's a couple of people. One of my mates watches South American football a lot, and I messaged him earlier about him. And he thinks he'll be a signing for the first team. He says he's extremely versatile, can play anywhere on the left and in the middle. He's aggressive in the challenge, but also really, really good. So it's really, really interesting to see this guy. And obviously, we're going to have a look at all the details, scout reports and that. And then maybe later on, I might do a reaction video to his highlights on YouTube. So we'll take a look at that. Guys, before we get into it all, make sure you do drop a like on the video, on the stream if you have not done so already. There's 100 people in the stream right now already. We've got 21 likes. Let's get those likes up to at least 50, guys. Really help support me. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. We're currently 2 subscribers away from 7,400. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. And if you want to help support me grow this channel and make a living, then make sure you become a YouTube channel member. The link is in the description and pinned comment. All the details are down below. Big up to all the members that we've got in today. We've got BS3, we've got Sam Martin, Brand Holt, Loquacious, Great Bassinet, Vida Zane, and a few other people as well. Big up to all the members. Appreciate it. Right, let's get into it then. Let's get into what's going on then. So today, as I said, Manchester City have now reached an agreement in principle with left back Valentin Barco. And obviously, as I said earlier, City staff will now travel to Argentina in order to reach an agreement with Boca Juniors. So only 19 years old, very highly promising, and City now have to agree a deal with Boca Juniors. So that's the current state of play. So a lot of people, including myself, are like, well, who is this guy? Who is it? Well, what do you do when you don't know who someone is? You go to Wikipedia, right? So let's go to Wikipedia and see what's going on. The only bad news is on this, there ain't too much going on. This is Wikipedia, lads. What is that? There's nothing there. Who is this guy? Nobody knows, not even Wikipedia. Valentino Barco is an Argentinian professional footballer who plays as a left back for Boca Juniors. He was included in the Guardian's Next Generation list for 2021. He was born in Buenos Aires. Barco started his career with Sportivo Las Parejas at the age of 3. 6 years later, he was scouted and immediately signed by Argentine giant Boca Juniors. And the statistics I won't go through on Wikipedia because they're usually out of date and ain't usually correct. So let's head over to Transfermarkt and see if they've got any information. So this is the Transfermarkt information. So he's contracted until 2024, as you can see up here in the top right-hand side of your screen. And he has an estimated Transfermarkt valuation of 3.5 million euros. You know, I always say when you look at the Transfermarkt predicted sort of valuation, always take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt because, you know, the Transfermarkt's gone crazy. We signed Perón for, 8 to 12 million quid. I don't know how much this transfer is going to be at this moment in time. The details that we're getting aren't a lot, but that's the sort of valuation. 19 years old. He's only just turned 19. Obviously, Argentinian, as we can clearly see. He's a left back. That's his main position. However, he has played left wing a couple of times. You might be able to see on the right-hand side, he hasn't made any senior appearances for Argentina yet, but he has made already a couple of appearances for the under-21s. Under 20s, sorry. So that's his current information. We can have a look at the full details though, and people are acting like, oh, how experienced is he? Not really that experienced. You know, he's only 19, but even so, if you look at this on the right-hand side of your screen, he's only played 21 times for Boca Juniors senior team, which isn't a great deal. He's played left back 10 times, left wing and left mid 11 times. So very split. I imagine, obviously I've not seen him yet. I'll do a reaction video, as I said earlier. I imagine based off this here that you can see on the right-hand side, he's probably an attacking fullback because they've used him a few times. In fact, they've used him more times as a midfielder or a winger combined than an actual defender. So it'll be interesting to see when I do the reaction video later just how sort of attacking he actually is and if he's any decent at defending, you know. Now, apparently he is. Apparently he's very aggressive in the tackle. Now, like I said, I've never seen him, so I'll have to check on the reaction. But apparently he's very aggressive tackling, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Goals, assists, not a lot. 1 goal in 21 games, 2 assists, which is, you know, difficult to sort of read into. He has only played 1,354 minutes, though. Okay, let's stop waffling and let's go to the scout report. I have put the scout report in the description of this video, guys. If anyone wants to see the scout report for themselves, then just feel free to go to the description and see it. We're going to be using Total Football Analysis and see what they are saying. So let's get into it. Okay, so Valentín or Barco, this is brand new, by the way. It was only released last month. Okay, so how Boca Juniors sought after 19-year-old left-back quickly turned into an offensive reference scout report. Okay, fuck the cookies. Boca Juniors are known for being a talent factory and for involving their top talents in the first team's squad over the years, including some big names. Okay, like Tevez, Ava Banega, and Fernando Gago. Okay. Struggling financially, the Enezizis were pushed to look into their youth teams and lacking options for the left-back position. Valentin Barco established himself in the squad. The Argentinian made his professional debut at only 16 years old in 2021. However, Barco played most of the minutes during 2023 season. As we'll further specify, Valentin is characterized by his offensive involvement and versatility, which allows him to play both as a left-back and left winger. Okay, so what I've just said there about him playing more games as a left wing and left mid sort of would indicate that he is more of an attacking left-back. That seems to be the case here. Top European clubs like Juventus and Manchester City, Brighton, want the 19-year-old talent, and a summer transfer could be imminent in this tactical analysis. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so what type of player is Barco? Okay, let me just zoom out quickly so we can have a proper look at this. No, that's zooming in. There we go. Okay, so mate, my mouse is a bit screwed at the moment. It's and I need to get a new one. Okay, that might be better. Okay, so this is the percentile, total percentile. So you can clearly see that he's towards the sort of attacking end of his game. He is further up. Where's he lacking? Aerial duels 1. Yeah, that's you would imagine that he doesn't look a massive guy. In fact, how big is he on the transfer mark data? Transfer mark should tell us how big he is. 1.72 meters. What's that in foot and inches, guys? Does anyone know what that is in foot and inches? 1.72 meters. Someone let me know in the chat. So, okay, the white stuff here, this is where he's weak at, but this is to be expected in terms of like height and stuff. Aerial duels 1. Defensive duels 1, 39.5% percentile. Yeah, he's very, I mean, this just clearly indicates to me that he's an attacking player. Attacking player, 100%. Defending being so low as a defender maybe isn't. 5'6". What? Oh, 5'8". Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fair. This kind of my immediate reactions here. I don't know about you guys. My immediate reactions, all I'm seeing here is a Argentine Sergio Gomez. That's what I'm currently seeing. But we need to proceed. We need to read more and do some more research. Generally, the Argentinian stands out due to his on-the-ball actions, whether playing as a left-back or a left winger. As we can see from above, he ranked in the 99.5th percentile on dribbles per 90 minutes compared to left-backs performing in Tier 1, 2, and 3, which is an outstanding stat for such a young player. Moreover, according to Y-Scout, his effectiveness rate in his dribbles is around 60%, which is quite decent given the aggressiveness and intensity of the Argentinian Football League. Okay, interesting. What we're seeing here. Okay, I'm not really sure what we're seeing. Although this particular feature is present in Barco's game, wherever he's playing, such as ball progressions are most commonly observed when he acts as a left back. As we see it, he goes well in such a feature due to numerous factors which we'll lay over, such as his technicity. What the fuck is this word? Please hold. I don't even know what that means, mate. Flexibility, apparently. Apparently it means flexibility, according to Google. Agility, creativity, and positioning. Let's start with his technical attributes. Barco's quick feet during the game deliver remarkable technical movements which allow him to change direction and dribble past his opponents. Yet, in our view, Valentin could use his weaker foot more often. Okay, especially when trying to play a more interior game, where using the left foot narrows his game to the left flank. Okay, so he's still got stuff to work on in terms of maybe he doesn't trust his weak foot. He's left-footed, so he doesn't trust his right foot enough. Interesting, because if you are looking to push him into that midfield, that is something that you're going to have to work on. That's fair. His passing rate is directly related to his decision-making, and when he ranks in the 50.5th percentile on accurate passing, his judgment on the ball hasn't been the best. One of the most common patterns of Barco's game is seeking the attackers through a long ball, whether he's playing as a fullback or a winger. Okay, well, I mean, if he's playing these type of balls here that you can see, like deep, like that, he isn't going to have the best passing stats. Do you know what I mean? Because if you know Kevin De Bruyne doesn't have the best passing stats. If you look at Kevin De Bruyne's numbers after a game, he's probably one of the worst in the team because he's playing these type of balls. I'm not saying he's Kevin De Bruyne. I'm just saying if he's playing these deep lying balls, that could be the case. Such an action could be favourable to a quicker approach to the final third. However, it can also demonstrate Barco's hasty decision-making in some actions. Again, resorting to Wisecout, we found out that even though he had an approximation of 70% pass accuracy, the Argentinian has a 76% inefficiency in the crosses taken this season. The thing is, though, with crosses, I mean, doesn't everyone have a poor cross accuracy? I mean, crosses, let's be honest, right? If you're crossing the ball, it's hoping. You know, you're putting the ball into a box, you're hoping for something. So if he's doing a lot of crosses, I can't really slag the guy off if his crossing accuracy ain't the best. I mean, crossing for me is an inefficient way of scoring goals. It's an inefficient way of scoring goals. However, it's also important to mention that the youngster's risky decision-making contributes positively to Boca Juniors' game plan. As we can see above, he ranked 79.63rd percentile on dangerous passes and in the 60th on progressive passes per 90 minutes. We also found impressive Barco's received passes stat, where he ranked 80th.9th percentile. As we will see, he feels comfortable playing inside, which can be a strong reason for such an offensive involvement. Just quickly, however, throughout our analysis, we found out that Barco usually does instant and quick counter movements to be open and without any defender's opposition. Okay, it seems to me here, from what I'm reading, that he seems like a potential inverted midfield option. Now, I don't know whether that is just something easy to say because he's a left back and he plays sort of like further up the pitch, and it's just sort of like an easy statement for me to throw out there. However, from what I'm reading, it does seem like that is something that potentially might happen. Now, they're saying that he needs to work on his weak foot a little bit more. One sec. There we go. Yeah, they're saying he needs to work on his weak foot a little bit more. So maybe it doesn't seem to me like he'd be able to go straight into our first team. But from what I'm reading, that's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting from this from reading this online. With this, he significantly increases not only the odds of receiving the ball, but also the odds of success on his own ball action. Although he's just 19, Barco's physical stature affects his game, especially in the disputed duels, both in and out of possession. According to the above radar, he ranked 39th and 11th percentile on defensive duels won and aerial duels, respectively. In such a physical league, Barco has serious difficulties in maintaining constant contact with the defender during his actions. Concerning his pace, Barco stands out primarily due to his ability to input such speed while he has the ball. However, we observed that his pace is not particularly noteworthy during a defensive transition. What does that mean? Does this mean he's lazy? What does that mean, guys? However, we observed that his pace is not particularly noteworthy during a defensive transition. Are they basically saying that you can't really notice his pace when he's on the defensive transition because he doesn't? Like, what does that mean? Does it mean that he's not fast enough where he manages to sprint back and make recoveries because he's so fast? Or are they saying that he's a lazy guy, he doesn't work hard? Like, I'm not sure what they're saying there, but that was a little bit concerning about his physicality. This bit here. In such a physical league, Barco has serious difficulties in maintaining constant contact with the defender during his actions. I mean, I don't know. I'd say the Premier League is also quite physical. I don't know if it's as physical as Argentina. I would say probably not. I think Argentina is quite a physical league, but Premier League is still quite physical. Yeah, I think there are highlights, bro. I'm going to do a reaction video later on for the highlights. Let me just see if there's anything else on this tactical report. Most of it goes into sort of how he fits into Boca Juniors' sort of tactical system, which is not really for me. Let me go to the conclusion on this. Let me go to the conclusion. Okay, so let me zoom in. Conclusion. Valentin Barco is another up-and-coming talent from Argentinian football who has the particularity of experiencing one of the world's most aggressive and physically demanding championships at such a young age. He is a player characterized by his tenacity, his technicality and mobility on the ball, allowing him to pass and dribble over opponents, yet he still needs to mature, especially in his decision-making, understanding where and when and how to progress with the ball. That's fine. He's only 19. In addition, he shows comfort and quality while playing in the more interior zones of the pitch, giving him the title of the inverted fullback. Well, there we go. Okay, that's what I thought. Finally, during the scout report, we unveil some of the physical attributes he should work on to polish both his defensive and offensive duels. We will follow his next steps closely. In our view, move to Brighton will be ideal. Yeah, whatever. Well, he's not going Brighton, mate, so fuck you, innit? Okay, so I don't know, man. Based off of the scout report, I don't know. It doesn't sound like this is a player that's going to come straight into our team. However, we signed Sergio Gomez and he stayed at Manchester City. You know what I mean? He didn't go out on loan. So, I don't know. What are you guys' views on this? I'm a bit stuck on this. What are you guys saying? Perone vibe, says Abukar. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. He's clearly good on the ball, right? He's clearly good on the ball. And he seems that he's an aggressive player, but struggles sometimes with the more physical players. Well, that's fine. He's only a small kid. It's not a kid. It's only a small guy. You know, he's only, 5'8", people are saying. And he's still young. He's only 19 years old. Slicky reckons this is pure CFG. Phil says he'll be on loan ASAP. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not getting the vibe that this guy's going to be signed and go straight into our starting 11 or even our squad. Because where would he go? Where would he go? He's not going to play as a defender. You know what I mean? We're stacked in that position. And he's not going to play... Would he be a midfielder? Yeah, you know what? Jimmy Grimble, bro. I agree, man. I agree. It sounds like an investment that we can make money on. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me that this is a Bitcoin signing to the moon. You know, I'm buying for what, 5-6 million quid, whatever it's going to be, don't know, and then sell him on for 15. But maybe not. He's, you know, there are people out there who are saying he's very, very good. I think what's next is a compilation reaction video. We need to do a compilation reaction video. That's what we need to do, man. I think we've read the scout report. We've done the research. We've had a look at the scout reports, the tactical analysis. We've had a look at Transfermarkt, his Wikipedia. Apparently, though, check this out. I forgot to show you this, actually. Apparently, City have been tracking this guy since 2019. Or 2021, sorry, so 2 years. Check this out. This is from Goal. Look, 2021. Valentin Barco, Boca Juniors wonder kid who could be Manchester City bound. So this was 2 years ago. Let's see what these are saying, actually. I've not read this yet. 17-year-old left-back who's the fourth youngest player in the history in the Argentine Giants, has impressed in stepping up to the first team. When players are emerging from the youth ranks and receiving glowing reports from scouts and journalists, they tend to be those who play further up the pitch. In Argentina, the focus is almost on the player who wears number 10 on his back, which is the weight it carries. Yeah, okay. Cheers, mate. That certainly seems to be the case for Valentino Barco, with the Boca Juniors youngster having surfaced as one of the brightest talents the Argentine Giants have developed in years. For those that have seen Buenos Aires native grow up, that is not coming as much of a surprise. El Colo, as Barco is known, began his footballing education. Yeah, we've read that. Tell us about the player, mate. He would get up at 5 in the morning to study, then we'll go to La Candela and return at 10 o'clock at night, his mother said. Okay. Playing predominantly as a winger while the number 11 on his back, he helped his age group side to a league title in 2018 through his coaches. That saw that he could be more dangerous running from deep and gradually moved Barco back into midfield and then to fullback. Oh, so this is another player. This is Sergio Gomez Regen. This is another player, yeah, who was a winger, then got moved to midfield and then got moved to a left. Why is there an obsession here? Why is everyone doing this? Why are all coaches doing this, man? This is exactly the same as Sergio Gomez. Why people do this? Why are people getting players who are wingers, yeah? I guarantee you, if Sean Wright Phillips come through the academy these days, he would be playing as a right back, mate. He would be playing as a right back. Sean Wright Phillips in this day and age will be a right back, mate. I don't know why. There's an obsession amongst coaches these days to play players as wing backs for some reason. He's had a contract with Adidas, mate, at 14 years old. How is that legal, Briz? What is going on? Yeah, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Signed a professional contract at 16. Yeah, great. The 4th youngest debutant in Boca Juniors history. See, when I read stuff like this, that gets me a bit excited. Because let's be honest, yeah, Boca Juniors, historic football club, mate. You know what I mean? He's a historic football club, great football club, massive supported club. So to be the 4th youngest debutant in Boca Juniors history, like, that's got to get you, like, a little bit more excited. That's got to get you, oh, hang on a minute. There must be something here. There must be something in this player. Let's continue. But Barco did not let his experience show, causing plenty of problems at attack with his speed and willingness to make forward runs both on the outside and inside. Buzzing. Oh, can we watch this? Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Go on. Oh, what a ball, mate. That was unreal. That was unreal. Given the history as a forward, it should perhaps come as no surprise that Barco's main strength are in the final third. He has supreme technique when in possession, whilst also possessing an eye for goal when he gets into shooting positions. That's not to say that he's lacking defensively, as illustrated by his heroic clearance made in front of his own goal against Banfield in his second senior appearance. With all his actions displays certainly having caught the eye, he's a great player. Fellow Boca left back said. Mint. Right, I'll tell you what's happening, yeah. I'll tell you what's going to go on. Listen, football, HD. I don't know, man. I think I might be changing my mind on this. I'll tell you what we're going to need to do, yeah. I'm going to do a reaction video now. I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to find a video, a highlights, and we're going to do a reaction video because I got questions to ask. I got questions here. I don't know what's going on. He seems like he could be a good player, but not sure. People are telling me that he's good. He's the 4th youngest debutant in Boca Juniors history, but he was a winger that then got moved to a midfielder, that then got moved to a left back, and that I just have a little bit of like, well, how you say, PTSD, you know? So basically, yeah, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to find a 4K compilation highlights, and we're going to get it up, man. And we're going to do it. I'm going to watch it because I need to see more. But there you go. City and sign Valentin, Barco, apparently, we've agreed personal terms. All that needs to be done now is agree a fee with the club. But you'd imagine that that's going to be the thing. Ha, Barco. Imagine his class. Right, guys, I'm going to go and do this video, man. I'm going to go do this video. I think we need it. We need it. We all need it. We're all sat here going, LB, it's great at this. Great stream and that. But you've gone through the scout report. You've gone through the transfer marks. You've gone through his Wikipedia. We spent 27 minutes speaking about this guy. I am none the wiser as to whether or not this guy's good. So the only thing that we can do now is go to the highlights YouTube compilation and find out for real if this guy's good or not. So people, I'm going to go do that now. The people demand it. The people demand, I know. I'm going to go do it right now. No break. I'm starving, but no break. I'm going to go do it right now, innit? Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this back on the replay, make sure you leave your comments in down below. If you've not already done so and you want to consider supporting the channel, then become a YouTube channel member. The link is in the description and pinned comment. Everyone gets a shout out if you become a member. Massive thanks to all the members currently supporting me. And give me half an hour, 45 minutes, because sometimes it's a little bit finicky, you know, with the copyright. It's weird, man. YouTube weird with the copyright. So sometimes I'll do it, upload it, and then copyright will be like, boom, can't upload it. So then you have to go redo it. So give me 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then we'll have that reaction video. Big up, people. Have a good day. Oh, by the way, tonight, you do not want to miss the stream tonight. Me and Lawless, big West Ham fan, going head-to-head live on the channel. Head-to-head. It's going to be fireworks. We get into some big debates, me and him. So do not miss it. 9 p.m. UK time. I'll schedule it later on. But yeah, do not miss that. Catch you later. See you in a bit.